Thank you. And I know she's like 6'12", dealing with a lot of tripodeness in this house. 12, someone made last time. What? 12 roses. Back in your roses, what? I don't want to hug from you, girl. Ooh, I don't want to hug my own mama. It's a joke so you get hurt. Ooh, girl. Dang. I don't have to be touched. Stop. Please respect boundaries. Respect boundaries. I said no, girl. Stop leaving your nose.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of 06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup. As the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Detroit Lions. Jack Fox has a and we are underway here at Ford Field. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh!
Quickly to the air is Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Here's Burrow, set up to throw it. Looking deep here for Chase. And he backs it away, and it falls down. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. You talked about this Lions defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Come on, man.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Should have ran. No.
Receivers, especially a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave me underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They only twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll start the drive with Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott.
Let's go.
First throw of the game, going to be intercepted.
Get in there.
Bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Najee Harris hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
From midfield now, Burrow. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Prescott going to change the play. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down. as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Lions at 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. (7-7), our score after one. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Prescott now. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organic.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. 3rd and long for Prescott. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second down and 8. Play action. It's Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in.
It got his man complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Burrow will throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And Burrow saying, let's go, let's go. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Second down, Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And, off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Here's Prescott. This will be caught. Judy. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 3rd and 2. Prescott. That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And finally marked down at the 23. A big play there for Detroit. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Brought down at the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw is Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Sam Laporta, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Play action now. Prescott. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Looking deep here for Chase. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Burrow going to change things up. They'll look to throw again. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Prescott on first down. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. A big play there for Detroit. 62 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
First down, Prescott. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Prescott. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Alex Anzalone gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Looking deep here for Chase. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it. One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 69 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away? Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown. A great play there. 81 yards. And the Lions use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. Now Burrow changing things up here. Back to throw now on 1st down. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A quick throw by Burrow is complete. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals get a bit closer. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Throwing, Burrow. And that one too wide and incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From midfield now, Burrow. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And my goodness, another interception.
It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Lions, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.